Are you listening?
The Running Wrestling Podcast. And your week the right way fast. Step into the ring with us, no DQ, just trust. The Running Wrestling Podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Running Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Big Mike, and I am joined, as always, by my brother, Sped Rock. What's going on?
Yeah, it's actually getting warm up here in Pennsylvania. For once, I'm not freezing. I don't have a hoodie on, folks. It's actually warm here. Okay, how you doing, EC?
I mean, you can put a hoodie back on if you'll cover up a little bit more. I'm okay with that.
I'm good. I gotta be free. All right, I gotta let the ghost in the lead nest. Look how I'm almost transparent. All right.
We are also joined every week by our man EC. What's going on, EC? Where are you coming live from us today from?
Tennessee, somewhere in Tennessee.
Somewhere in Tennessee. Hey.
Now, as far as that transparent thing, you've never had color in your life, so don't.
Bullshit! I got pictures of me having color. I was in Iraq, and then when I got home, I had color. I had even the freaking helmet tan. Remember that? When I came back and the top part of my head was completely ghostly white, and this part of my face was just brown. Yeah. It happened.
Well, if you get out of the frigid cold of Pennsylvania, maybe you can get some sun and get some more color.
Oh, hell no. Pennsylvania, dude. This is crazy over here.
I was going to say not showering for a year didn't mean color.
There you go.
I swear to God, I love you.
That's good stuff.
Red is a color, but he's pure white.
Oh, yeah.
We will say hello to some people that were with us on the behind the scenes on Twitch. If you want to watch behind the scenes and you're watching us on YouTube right now, make sure you go to our Twitch, SP3DROCK. That is where you find all of our other content. Behind the scenes starting at 5:30, 6:30 Eastern. You can catch Point Taken and Good Morning IWC every weekend with Sped there, and much more to come. So make sure you go check us out over on Twitch, SP3DROCK. We had TC there saying yeet. Coda in there every week with us. Isaiah as well. Lady Alpha, who's there every week with us in the behind the scenes. Extreme Chick. Appreciate you coming in. And if you're wondering, I mean, the comment, I don't have a Michael in mind. It's just one of the few things we talk about. We try not to talk a lot of wrestling. We did talk a little wrestling this week. We try not to talk any wrestling on behind the scenes. We were actually talking about how many Michaels are in your family. So if you're watching it, you hadn't already commented, let us know if there is a Michael in your family, because I believe that there are not very many families that don't have at least one Michael in them somewhere. Very popular name. Just a little bit of behind the scenes of what you get on the behind the scenes of the run-in. So make sure you guys check us out there. Thank you guys. Stampede was also in there.
You can't no yeet now. I've been no yeeting since day one. All right.
No. I'll stand by Stampede on that. Stampede has always been a very firm no yeeter.
Minus 12 starting Saturday. I'm playing.
Why? Because he agrees with you? That's weird.
Yes, that's because you agree with me.
That's too many.
There are 8 Michaels in Lady Alpha's family. There's only 2 that I know of in mine, and that's me and my dad. But yeah, I don't think there's any more.
Hello, Bobby.
Sure, there probably is. What's going on, Bobby? Thank you for coming in over on YouTube. And if you're on Twitch, you want to watch us on YouTube, check out that QR code right there above my head. It takes you straight to the YouTube channel, the Running Wrestling Podcast. You can subscribe there. It doesn't cost a thing. Make sure you hit the like button as well. Let us know what you think of the show. What's going on, Herb and Raj, our defending champion from the WWE side. And Stampede just renamed every fish in the fish bucket tank. Nicely done, Stampede.
Stampede is a legend.
Yes, he is. He is not only our wrestling encyclopedia, he is also a legend. But you're not really here to find out how many Michaels there are. You're here to find out about what happened in wrestling and end your wrestling week the right way. We are going to do that right now as we get into SmackDown. And Oba got a little toxic. That's kind of the theme of the show. We'll start off with being toxic. You saw the AEW got a little toxic, and Obafemi got a little toxic. What'd you think about the segment there, Sped?
I mean, I told you right away when we got on. I was like, that was rude. All right, Oba was mean on this one. He could have taken out Matt Cardona, but why would he go after my man's? All right, we all like it. All right, poor Kit, you're right. We all like it. Okay, it was toxic, and he knows it. But man, him coming out saying he's gonna kill him, that shit's so awesome. He's like, I'm just gonna kill you. Yeah, I was like, oh god, please don't kill Kit. Okay, we already lost a prey.
It's a little late.
It is a little late. He got destroyed, especially in that third picture down there. Oh my god, that forearm going up, it just looks like he killed him right there.
Yeah. I mean, so EC, we've seen Obafemi kind of dominate on both shows. He kills Kit Wilson here. He destroyed the War Raiders over on Raw. What show do you actually think he actually ends up on? If I could say the word "actually" a few more times.
First off, I just want to address that. It was not rude. Oba does everything for a reason, and you can't be toxic as an Oba feminist. So,
Feminist.
That is true.
Shut your mouth on that. Secondly, I believe, in my opinion, SmackDown needs Oba because SmackDown very badly lacks a reason to actually watch SmackDown. Oba,
right.
That's where he should be.
Yeah.
That's a fair point. And I mean, and again, to be fair, SmackDown or Raw does have a lot of bigger characters already. I mean, you've got Bronson Reed, you had Braun Breaker, and who knows how long he's going to be out. You've got Otis. I mean, there's a lot of bigger wrestlers there, and not quite as many over on SmackDown. So that would actually be a good one there too. What's up, Mike from Kicking At It 2, the King At It 2 podcast? There, appreciate you coming in. Make sure you check them out every Tuesday night at 8:00 Eastern, and also on Thursday night at 8:00 as they play some video games. He is also the CEO and co-founder of Gimmick Table Media, which you see right there on the screen, that we are proud members of, have been for a while. We wanted to shout him out. So thank you for starting that group. We really appreciate it. We are in there with some really incredible creators, and loving every second of it. Appreciate it. He says Oba will go to Raw, and then Royce Keys will go to SmackDown.
That's what I was thinking.
I definitely think Oba belongs on Raw because I think he already has that star power, but I think SmackDown needs it.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
So Stampede thinks he floats until Mania. That's a long time to kind of leave him. I know they're calling him the hottest free agent in the game right now, so I mean, I guess they're going to play that up. So that's a good point. I would ultimately like to see him on Raw. I would want to see some of those matchups. I want to see Bronson and Oba. I want to see Bronson and Braun Breaker, or I'm sorry, Oba and Braun Breaker. All those type of matchups. I'd much rather see him on Raw. But Royce Keys being over on either show would definitely make up for it.
And don't worry, Royce Keys will be attacking Kit Wilson next.
Son of a bitch.
All right.
That's wonderful.
Oh god.
And it is that time. It is after the Royal Rumble, on the way to WrestleMania, which means we've got to fill the Elimination Chamber up. We have our first qualifying match over on SmackDown, and lo and behold, it is Tiffy time in the chamber once again. In a great match to me, but very sad outcome. As we learned after the match. We'll start with the match in general. First off, what'd you think of the match there, EC?
Wonderful. For a brand that has been very lacking on its booking of women, this was refreshing to see. Unfortunately, Miss Chelsea Karen Green injured herself, but it's always Tiffy time.
Yes, and she's had a good showing last year in the Elimination Chamber as well. Sped, what'd you think of the match? And unfortunately, what'd you think of the news, obviously, hearing Chelsea Green getting hurt?
I love the match. I agree with Stampede, 7.5. I gave it a little higher, 7.7 out of 10. But, no, Chelsea getting hurt, that sucks. All right, because, it came at a bad time for her, right? I mean, WrestleMania season's here, but at the same time, I think this works out in her favor. All right, people are gonna when she comes back, that pop that's what's gonna set her from other people at that time. Okay, so people are gonna be buying the merch, people are gonna be popping for her in every city. You know, that could be what she needs to get to that WWE or world championship picture. I hate that she's
You mean
hurt
the
though.
one
I'll
that,
just
that
be
Michael
honest.
Hayes says that she can never be a part of?
Exactly. That guy's
That's
different.
shit.
Never mind. We should just
Yeah,
stop with that.
shit.
And
But that, what were you gonna say, EC?
I was going to say, more importantly here, it's another L for Sped as Lash Legend lost.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
that is
know.
true.
But I look, Lash losing, that sucks, but it's more of an L that Chelsea's hurt, in my opinion.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
like
Oh,
we
hell yeah.
lost and the next slide's also the qualifying match as well. But we lost a really talented performer. All right, I enjoy watching Chelsea. I've been enjoying watching Chelsea for a long time. But yeah, no, I love this match. And Tiffy, you're right. She had a great showing last year in the Elimination Chamber. Why not ride the hot hand?
Yeah. And speaking of that other Elimination Chamber qualifying match that Sped mentioned, Randy Orton, the three most dangerous ladders in wrestling, will enter the Elimination Chamber. What do you think his chances are in winning it, Sped?
Zero. He's got a better chance of winning the Kentucky Derby on the donkey than he does winning this Elimination Chamber match. That guy, look, I like him. I like him a lot, but is it real? You could have Solo would have been great in this. I like Solo in this one. Solo should have won this one, in my opinion. He should have went on. You could have Solo give one of the maybe the 20-foot tall Tonga, the title, and he can go after the WWE. There's so many things Solo could do because the MFT stuff is working.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess Stampede got mixed up because he said Trick Williams.
Yeah, he said Trick.
Okay.
Tricky Will.
All right, yeah. EC, what do you think about Randy Orton going to the Elimination Chamber?
Well, I was all with him on those comments until he decided to give the tall one a championship. So I have to disagree with that part.
I like that guy. He's so freaking tall.
Anyway, it's unfortunate that my tribal chief Solos had to eat the RKO. I'm not exactly sure where they go with Aleister Black after this. I think Randy Orton, as far as if their goal here is to try and sell more tickets than what they are, then Randy Orton's the answer. But no, he's not winning the chamber. I think it's very clear what is going to end up with the WWE Championship match at WrestleMania, and it doesn't include Randy Orton.
Yeah, 100%. All right, moving on. We had a women's tag team title match. Rhea and Io get the win and retain the titles. We'll go a little bit of a different way. EC, what do you think of the title reign so far of Rhea and Io as it's been?
I think more than anything, it's wonderful to see the women's tag team champions on both shows versus in the past where it was mainly them, or 99% them just being on Raw. So that aspect of it is great to see. I mean, I think it's and just the personality of Rhea and Io together is great.
I'll tell you one thing I'm really glad about, because when they first started this run, they would just play Rhea's music and Io would just come out to Rhea's music. I'm glad they're giving Io a little bit of her music first. That way you still get to see Io's music and kind of celebrate Io, where it's just not her coming out to Rhea's music. That really annoyed me when they first started getting together. So I'm really glad they're changing it up a little bit. So, Sped, what'd you think of the match?
First off, that was funny, Stampede. Second, let me ask you, Julia she looked comfortable in this match. It looked like I felt like I was watching NXT and kind of a Japan style Julia in this match. She looked very comfortable. And the fans looked like they would get behind her too. That's what I thought. Like noticing this, I'm a big Julia fan. I like what she does. I like her style.
Yeah.
She's quick. She's strong. She's fast. She's hard hitting. I mean, stuff like that. But no, I enjoyed this match a hell of a lot more than you then, Stampede, because this is the one where, like, Kiana James, she's been getting better and better, getting back in the ring. She had a great showing at the Royal Rumble. She had a great showing at the in this match. Then you had Julia. She's just she's on a different level, than a lot of other women, and you see the magic that her and Io have together, and I kind of want to see more of that.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going to go when you mentioned that she looked more fluid, more comfortable. I think it has a lot to do with being in there with Io.
Yeah.
I know they've wrestled, quite a few times over in Stardom, everything like that. But I mean, just having somebody that you can work with, really, really helps, obviously. And I think that's one of the reasons Julia looked so much more comfortable, I guess we'll say, in that match than she has in a lot of her other matches. So definitely. Anything else on SmackDown that you guys want to bring up, Sped?
Besides Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes and everybody else beating up Drew McIntyre.
You mean Cody Raheem Rhodes?
Raheem. I'm
You
sorry, Raheem.
You can't speed past that line. That was
yeah.
That was definitely interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting, wasn't it? They just go ahead. Go ahead.
You know what? All I'm going to say on that is the internet gave him that name, and then they got mad when he used it. So,
yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that.
I just thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was funny as shit.
I love it.
Carmelo Hayes had a good match. That's true. Good job, Bobby.
He did. He did have a great match.
Carmelo Hayes has been putting on a clinic. Since him and Ilya went together, and then he ended up getting that title. I mean, he's definitely been putting on, banger after banger on matches. So, yeah, that was the only thing I really thought of. I mean, I really liked the promo from Cody. I like that we're getting to see a different side of Cody instead of just the buttoned up suit wearing. Over the past couple of months, we've really gotten to see a different side of Cody. So, I'm really enjoying that part.
He hates the Miz. You hate the Miz, don't you?
I mean, I could see where Stampede wouldn't enjoy a Miz match. So
I used to have a T-shirt that said "Haters Wanted" apply within. It was the Miz T-shirt.
Was it really? That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was I was in high school when I had it.
Moving on to Monday Night Raw, and we had a few more Elimination Chamber.
This one's not one. No,
sorry. Yeah, I mislooked at it. We had Natty make an appearance again, taking on her former pupil Maxine. Ends in a double count out, but you really can't say that it was a loss for Natty, as she just pummeled the shit out of Maxine. I know I personally have been begging, and I know Sped, you have as well, have been begging for this version of Natty to come out. So much so that we've tagged her on Twitter, tried to call her. I mean, we've wanted to see it since a year ago, since she started doing it over in the Indies. How she was over in Bloodsport, everything like that. I'm finally glad we're getting to see a glimpse of it. I don't think it's full on Natty. I'm not thrilled with her entrance music, who is in WWE at this point. But I thought it was a really good match. Where do you think we go from here with Natty, Ben?
IC title after Becky's done with AJ. It's gonna happen, or AJ's done with Becky, one of the two. All right, because those look that one's gonna be very tough for me to pick. First off, between Becky and AJ, I love them both. All right, but this right here, I have been begging for her to come out. I've been begging for Natalya to switch over to Natty. I've been begging for this. All right, she comes. I don't give a. Whoever said this is Timu Ronda Rousey needs to get the hell out of here. You don't understand wrestling. Get off of X, go to Facebook, and deal with those losers over there that are gonna freaking post up bullshit 24/7. All right, because that's what you just posted. All right, I wish I freaking saved it so I could put it on here so everybody can see it. But this is what we've been begging for. I love every second of this. I think AJ came out and made the save though, right? AJ Lee.
She did. She came out and saved Maxine after pretty much just getting beat down.
Oh man, she's just one bad. You shut your mouth. I'm just talking about Natty. We can dig it. Yeah.
But EC, I'll go to you for the other side of this. After just getting completely dominated and beat down in front of everybody, sharpshooter on the table, having to have AJ come out and save you. For somebody who's been improving and improving, had the IC title for just a minute, where does Maxine go from here?
That's a good question. In reality,
I thought so. Why I asked it?
Well, that's one aspect of thought, but with Maxine, it's going to sound mean because I love her, but she's going to have to ride off the other three on what comes next. I mean, ultimately, I believe this ends up in a fatal four-way. I don't know when or where, but that's how I see it for her because Natty's a badass. Becky is Becky, and AJ, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maxine's just kind of got to ride the coattail on that one.
Yeah. It's pretty bad. Yeah,
I mean, that tells you though tells you kind of what the company has seen in her. If they're going to put her in the ring with three of the most legendary women that are around right now, in Becky, AJ, and Natty. I mean, it's hard to find three more decorated and three more legendary characters to put her in with. And then you've got Maxine there, like you said, either riding coattails or whatever. I mean, that's still fairly impressive.
Well, I think if we have this conversation again in about a month, I think she'll have proved that she belongs in there. Right now, on a story, I'm not saying it from a personal aspect. It's more of a storyline aspect of like she's going to have to force her way into fighting with the other three.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of prove she's got a little bit more grit to her as well.
Yeah.
I got you. Hey, I'm here for it. I'd like to see a little bit more of a intense Maxine instead of her just screaming she's going to break somebody's ankle.
Yeah, I mean, look, she trains at the dungeon for a reason. Sissies don't come out of the dungeon.
That's 100% true.
And sissies also don't enter the elimination chamber. We had some more qualifying matches there, starting off with the women again, and lo and behold, Rhea Ripley gonna head to the chamber. It is she's the first one off of Raw. We've got Tiffany Stratton and now Rhea Ripley. Thoughts on Rhea Ripley going into the chamber there, EC?
I don't know. This one might make people mad, but this annoyed me.
Thank you.
It's funny because we were talking about Randy Orton and his chances of winning the chamber. I don't think Rhea didn't need to be in this match. I honestly thought Lyra should have won this match, but here we are. It's another superstar move. In my opinion, I was annoyed.
I could see that. I mean, you definitely sell more tickets with Rhea Ripley than you do with Lyra or Ivy Nile. So I can see that thought too.
Ivy looked so good in this match. I liked Ivy in this match. I really like Lyra in this match as well. No, you didn't need Rhea to go into the chamber. You could have elevated one of these two women by putting them in the chamber and making them look like there's a chance that they could win it. No, nobody's going to believe that Ivy, is going to win, but there is a small belief that Lyra could, and then I understand the ticket sales and stuff for Rhea. That's 100% understandable. I get that. But Rhea should have not won this match. Look, you can elevate one of the others. You don't need Rhea to be in this match. She can elevate somewhere else.
Well, I mean, that's also another show that the women's tag team champions won't be defending their belts.
Exactly.
And I would imagine at some point we're probably going to get EO in the chamber too, and they're going to have to face off with each other. So there's going to be that drama too. So I would almost imagine that that's probably going to happen Monday or whenever Io's in a qualifier match. That she'll get put in there, and then we'll have to have that face off. I'm sure that's probably the story they want to tell there.
Well, and that's further going to my annoyed point is, as far as Rhea and Io, and then Lyra, and eventually Bailey. None of them are going to be competing for the world or women's world championship at WrestleMania, so they'll be in a tag match. So it kind of just, while I understand the star power and trying to sell tickets, she did not need to win this match.
Yeah, 100%. And Michael from King of That too agrees as well. She shouldn't have won. I mean, I think a lot of people went and look, we're on the show. We're huge Rhea Ripley fans. I know I've always been a very huge Rhea Ripley supporter. So has Sped. So has EC. So it is not us saying she doesn't deserve a spotlight in general. But yeah, I mean, I agree. She shouldn't have won this match. Let's put somebody else in there. Let Lyra or Ivy get a spotlight. You're the tag team champion. Highlight those belts for a little while. Tell a different story with Rhea Ripley. I completely agree. Switching over to the men. And I know Sped loves this one. The next man to qualify for the chamber is none other than L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to let you stew on that one for a minute, Sped. We're actually going to go to EC first. Well, what did you think of the match? And do you think that LA Knight was the right choice to go to the Elimination Chamber over Austin Theory and Penta?
Definitely over Penta, yes. That stock has gone very low since debuting. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing with him, but, the whole masked man thing coming in, costing Austin Theory and LA Knight winning, especially with LA Knight coming so close on so many opportunities, and now he's going to finally get a chance in one of these bigger matches. Not that I think he's going to win, but I think he was the right one. And I just love Austin Theory getting his face kicked in.
Yeah, and I can't not throw it to you, Sped, not ask, how are you doing after having to watch LA Knight qualify for the Elimination Chamber, yet another big match that is going to be in the spotlight and have the aura of LA Knight? Yeah.
Listen. I hated every second of this.
Yeah.
I hated it. It was this is gonna be as bad as the Money in the Bank. Okay. He's not winning. I'm not picking him to win Elimination Chamber. All right. Braun Breaker getting hurt does not change the fact that LA Knight.
That I kind of want LA Knight to win just to see how you would crash.
I would not show up for probably 2 weeks on the run in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking hate it. No, listen. Whoever the masked man is needs to go to hell. Needs to go to hell and die. All right, because you ruined any chances of Penta ever getting his aura back. All right, because you suck. You screwed.
Oh god.
Oh man. Yeah, no.
So at least now we know. We now know though for a fact we can confirm. I don't know who was in it last time, but it definitely wasn't Austin Theory. It definitely wasn't Logan Paul, because we saw both of them right there together. So with that being said, with those two being eliminated, who is that masked man, EC?
The phenomenal. No, I don't know. I know who it is in reality. I just don't know who they want it to be.
It's Jake Paul, damn it. Jake
God, I hope not. God, I don't want to see that dude.
Absolutely not. Honest. Yeah, I don't really know who they because.
Well, hold on. Did you just say Sean Ross? You need to add another S. As Seth Rollins ain't under that mask. It's Sean Ross Sapp. He needs to add another S.
That's pretty funny.
You know, I think it's Mike. That's my guess.
I can neither confirm nor
hearing
deny that I was under the mask.
I've been hearing people say it's Adam Pearce.
Yeah, it's Adam Pearce. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
I mean, I've heard Pierce. I've heard Waller.
I've heard Waller.
The thing is, Waller's the one under it. I just don't know that that's who it's actually gonna like. They're using him as a
I think
body.
it's gonna be Jake. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Jake. Yeah,
Please
like
don't be Jake.
I really think it's gonna be Jake.
Jake is not that tall.
Nah, but I mean, Theory, the person wasn't as big as Theory is either, though.
Especially,
Isaiah thinks it's somebody new. What are the chances that it's somebody we haven't seen before?
That's a good question.
Oh, goodness. And last but not least, on Monday Night Raw, we had another tag team title defense. This time it's the men's world tag team titles. The Usos defend and retain against a very game Alpha Academy in what was a really good match. A lot better than it had any business being. Won't go too much into it. I loved it. I've always been a huge fan of Otis. I don't know that I'm enjoying the Usos much anymore, but it's the first kind of little stepping stone. Sped, what'd you think of the match?
Why did they come out with the Jey Uso song? What's so bad about the Uso Penitentiary?
Oh, wait till I get to talk.
This is bullcrap. We don't need to come out. Yeet, 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 yeet. It just sounds like a bunch of freaking dum-dums out there going, yay, look at me. I don't.
Wait, so I had some technical difficulties. How did they come out again? I'm sorry. I didn't see that.
I don't think I can do it twice. That's why you get one. Look, Isaiah saw it. Yeah, how does he miss it like that bad?
I don't know if it's the Yeet or the Lollipop Guild or what. I don't know exactly what the hell it was.
I love that.
Oh goodness.
I love that. We're going back to that last one. It's Rue. It's Baby Rue.
Yes.
Oh, Rue Rollins. That's good stuff.
Yes, I love it.
All right, EC, you said you had some thoughts. Well,
okay, so let me just address this. They come out to Yeet because Jimmy has no aura. He's a loser. He's a clown. There's a reason that this tag team doesn't work anymore, and it's Jimmy Uso. He is no good. He's failed every mission the Tribal Chief ever gave him. That's my answer.
All right. Moment of silence for Jimmy Uso there, I guess. In East's world. I mean, I would say that Naomi thinks he's got some more, at least a little bit there.
Yeah, Naomi.
He got her pregnant right before she won her first championship when they've been married for like 40 years.
Yeah,
proving my point.
I don't know. I don't think Jimmy Uso is the problem in that tag team. I'm over Jey Uso at this point. I'm over the yeeting. I'm over all of that. I agree with Sped, and as much as it pains me to say those words out loud,
I will never say those words.
Trust me, they don't taste very good coming out. But I wouldn't mind going back to the Uso Penitentiary, in having some day one ish. Yeah. That's pretty much it for Monday Night Raw. A good promo from CM Punk, and we did learn Braun Breaker is hurt.
Hey, how you gonna throw your own back out lifting up a table?
I guess we call him Braun Broken now. So hopefully he gets well soon. I hope he's back before Mania at least. That way we get him and Seth Rollins, which is a match I really want to see.
They're talking backlash.
Probably
have that surgery.
Yeah, depending on how bad the hernia surgery was, it could be pretty bad. So, get well soon, Braun Breaker. Hopefully, you're not too bad off. So, but we get to see more Finn. I'm here for CM Punk and Finn. I enjoyed their last match. I think it's gonna be really good.
waiting for you to
Moving on to NXT, and it was Miss Parker versus Blake Monroe. EC, we'll start with you. Take it away.
Are you asking me my opinions on the match, or is anything specific?
Nope. Just let me know what you think. I saw the face. I saw everything. I figured I'd just let you have free reign and go at it.
Miss Monroe did nothing wrong, and Jada Parker is obsessed with her. This ended in a double count out. But in my eyes, Miss Monroe won.
Okay.
Jada.
So similar to.
And also prior to her entrance, where she sits in her little seat in front of her mirror, I was singing her song and she was dancing to it. So W for me. We love Miss Monroe around here. It's glamorous.
All right. So we got to hear the Blake Monroe side of the argument. Sped, what do you think about Jada Parker in this match?
Love the fact that she destroyed 5 grown-ass men.
Ooh.
She was like, hip attack, produce, hip attack, produce, sit down. Yeah, like, damn, dude, calm down. You get the white girl later, right? You'll get the white girl later, right? That's all I gotta say.
Death to that security guy who got kicked in the, you know what?
Yes. Oh my god.
And then she put the one through the barricade too.
I was gonna say the one that she put through the barricade looked worse. Yeah, she kicked that dude.
And it wasn't the normal barricade on the other side that they always tear up. It was on the opposite side of the ring this time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm proud of NXT putting the dummy barricade. I guess this is one of the changes that Stone's making. Since Ava's not there anymore, they're going to put the dummy barricade on the opposite side of the ring now.
What did you guys think of her promo afterwards? Jada Parker's promo after that. She got in the locker room and she was throwing her shit around.
I mean, I've always liked Jada Parker. It's tough for me because I really like both of these women, and I don't know who I would want to see elevated more. I don't know. It's tough. It's one of those things where as long as both of them come out better than they went in, I'm good with either one of them winning this feud.
It is not tough for me. We are Team Monroe around here.
We got you.
Yeah. Just in case you couldn't figure that out.
I got that. So you had a great American character, which is good to see. Yeah, there you go.
I will say this though, as a crowd at NXT, we are tired of being limited on seeing Blake, because it's like every time we only get Blake out there maybe once a month, and every time she has a match, it's some bull crap like this. So that part in it sucks. It's always, someone gets attacked before the match, or this one ends in a double count out.
I've noticed that. Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah, it's weird.
That's a good point. I'd really like to see a full match from her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Speaking of full matches, a very interesting tag team match. Sol Ruka or Zarya versus the Ren QCC.
Hold on.
There it is. And Sol Ruka ends up getting the pin and will now face JC Jane as the world champion. Sped, I'll start with you. Was Sol Ruka the right decision here?
I personally, I don't know, man, because I like JC. This one was like this was weird for me because I saw Zarya go for her finisher, and then the snow set, bam, 1, 2, 3. Sol gets the pin. It was the one who gets the pin gets the number 1 contender's spot, right? If I remember that correctly. That's the weird part. I was like, how you get? That was just, I don't know, man. This was a great match, though. I enjoyed every freaking second of this. These 4 women tore it down. That's all I got to say about that. They were just on fire, all 4 of them. There's a future. The future runs through these 4 women right here. And I think the tension now is really, really boiling over between Zarya and Ruka. Now that Sol kind of stole the pin, the 1, 2, 3. And I really thought
I don't know how she stole it. She was the legal woman in the match. The referee called for the tag when Zarya ran into her. I mean, I don't know that she stole it.
That's what I'm saying. See, fucking blind tag. That's what I was trying to remember. Was it a blind tag or did she actually tag her? But go ahead.
No, she got thrown into her and ran into her while she was in the corner, and the ref called the tag. So it wasn't a blind tag. It wasn't anybody screwing him. She ran into Soul,
being a douche,
and then the ref called that a tag and legally making Soul
the ref is being a douche, playing favoritism. We need to get a little investigation going on the WWE and the referees. Right, we got a guy in AAA who will call any match like freaking Nick Patrick out here, right? And then you got Jessica Carr over there screwing Becky any damn chance she gets. Yeah, and then you got this guy right here. We need a freaking investigation going on.
Well, I'm gonna need you to email your congressman and make sure they get on that. So
I don't think
so coming at a different way, Michael asked a good question. Is there any way that we end up making this a triple threat with Zarya, Soul, and JC Jane, EC?
No, absolutely not. This was just a way to take this match into Atlanta, have Soul look like she's finally because I believe this is Soul's first match at the NXT Women's Championship. So this match has been,
I think so.
Yeah, this match has been waited for by fans for a while, but I think what's going to happen is they're going to have Soul get really close to winning this match against JC and either hit the Soul Snatcher or be going for it, and Zarya pulls the ropes or something and has her land on her face. But JC 2-time will walk out and still, and we're just going to lead to Soul and Zarya.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, I mean, all roads seem to lead there, obviously, with everything that's been going on. And you saw, I know it's not on the picture here, but even after the win, when Soul and JC were having their stare down, you could see Zarya kind of leaning on the ropes in the background, staring at both of them too, which makes what Michael said relevant, is if they're going to try to make it a triple threat, just because they had that lingering kind of stare down in the back. The main thing, though, you've got Soul, you've got Zarya, who have been on the main roster and everything. You've got Kendall Gray, who is tearing up everything. I want to give a love to Ren Sinclair. Been one of my favorites for a while. You can ask Sped. I've been a huge Ren Sinclair fan for a long time now. I remember seeing an NWA before she came to WWE. Even kind of wrestling some there. This woman is so hugely underrated as in the ring. She's got all the personality in the world. If you don't follow Ren Sinclair on TikTok or X, some of the skits she does with, Happy Ren's Day is just entertaining as hell. I think she could very easily be another Chelsea Green character, which I know some people, I'm looking at you, Stampede, are going to take that as an insult a lot of times because he doesn't like the character, not because he doesn't like Chelsea. But those characters are needed in this business. You need some characters who don't necessarily want to go after the main title, but need some more spotlight. And I think Ren Sinclair could definitely be one of those. I think she is hugely underrated. So I wanted to give a shout out to her without everybody else that's in this match that's getting a lot of pub. So kind of my soapbox.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I love Ren, and with the focus of that whole duo being Kendall, that's easy to fall behind in with that. But don't worry. The crowd is very good at giving Ren her love.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah,
because a lot of times you don't get to see her come out. You don't get to see her entrances because they're done during commercial breaks. So we don't get to see that a whole lot, especially for Ren. So I'm glad to hear that the NXT universe is behind her in the building, at least.
Yeah, everyone loves Ren.
All right, moving on. Again, another segment that I know Sped loved. NXT champion Joe Hendry getting the victory, retaining over Jackson Drake. I'll just start with you over the match overall. What'd you think of the match there, Sped? with
It was a
NXT
good
champion
match.
Joe Hendry.
I don't like Joe Hendry, but it was a good match. And then you got Saints coming out. I don't really like Saints, but he should have been champion over Hendry.
Yeah, I
No,
disagree.
no. God, Lee, that is such a bad opinion.
And that's why we let
I
Sped
don't
go
know about
first.
that.
God, that
Yeah.
Your
is a
rebuttal,
terrible opinion.
EC.
My rebuttal is I had to be there and I had to witness it live already once. It did no good. Nothing good is going to come out of Ricky Saints being NXT champion again. Nobody cares.
What good is Joe
Jackson
Hendry?
Drake would have done a better job than that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sped. Isaiah doesn't
him.
believe
Why
in
Joe
Joe Hendry
Hendry?
anyway.
To me, this isn't even about the believing Joe Hendry. I don't like Joe Hendry either, but Ricky Saints, absolutely not. That is a terrible choice.
Where's Lady Alpha? Okay, I see it. I'm sorry, Lady Alpha. I missed it. Yeah, I needed some believing going on.
See, this was a losing triangle from all points because you got Joe Hendry, Ricky Saints, and that Vanity Project. No, V's down. It's just this is why.
Yeah, they get on my nerves, and not in a good way.
No,
like there's a good way to get on somebody's nerves where you're trying to be a heel and you're trying to get heat.
Oh God, no.
They're just annoying people in general. Like I like if I saw them walking down the street, I would want to punch them in the face.
Yeah,
exactly.
I scream at Brad every chance I get.
Well, thank you. The scream at him, Big Mike doesn't like you. Next time, use my name personally. I'm good with that.
Mike hates you.
And if he ever wants to come on the show and defend himself, I'm more than welcome to let him.
I have to.
We're not getting into a fight though, because he's half my age and has twice my muscle, so he'd kick my ass. So I definitely had to be a verbal exchange.
Well, I'm looking at this exchange here in the comments. I don't like Jericho or Hendry, so that's an over loss.
Oh, there it is. I would never vote Jericho.
No.
I like Joe Hendry. I'm not a huge Joe Hendry fan. I like him, but Jericho, please, dear God. I mean,
Yeah,
no.
I'm just gonna have to make the list. That ain't happening.
All right. The only other thing on NXT is we got another speed match, and it is what it is. It was Kevin Knight Jr. Whatever. Yeah, so it is what it is. I'm done. I'm not a big Jasper Troy fan either. I'm whatever. All right. Moving on to AEW. And Sped, I've joked a few times about you being happy about segments that I know you're not happy about. This segment I know you're very happy with. We get the return of Private freaking Party back in AEW, baby. Take it away. What'd you think?
Man. Listen, I heard, once I heard, it's Private Party, I was like, fucking right. That's what I'm talking about. I'm glad they look. I know everybody's like they're going to WWE. I'm glad they stayed in the AEW. All right, they're one of those groups that belong in AEW. They'll thrive over there. They're gonna get their title opportunity again. They're gonna look a hell of a lot better. I mean, they look great in this match. They were freaking flying everywhere. They were moving real quick. I think it was 13 months that we didn't see these guys. I've been asking for the last 8. Where the fudge have they been? Right. And then they came out and stole the damn show. That's what I was going to say. Yep, just like that right there, show stealer. I was really nice to see. It was really nice to see Private Party back. I'm a big fan of these guys. I can't wait to see them go even further. But FTR versus the Bucks, Young Bucks, that match is going to be electric. All right.
Yeah, that was kind of going to be my question to you, EC. We heard about Private Party coming back. We've got everything else going on, but the Young Bucks do come off with the victory and are now number 1 contenders for FTR's tag team titles. Were they the right choice in that match? And are you excited to see the Bucks versus FTR?
The right choice, yes. Sue me, I'm never going to be excited to see FTR.
Where's Carol?
So I don't know that I don't know that I can answer yes to that. It's like, well, look, I know the wrestling is good, but it's like low-fat vanilla ice cream to me.
It's
That is a very weird way to describe their style, and I'm not mad at it. I can
that's
understand it.
beautiful. That's beautiful. I loved it.
I can't do it.
I mean, I will say the same thing about this match as we did about Randy Orton, Rhea Ripley, and a lot of stuff that we've talked about in WWE. Seeing the Young Bucks get the win over the Rascals and Private Party, I get it. You're going to sell tickets, but none of us think that the Young Bucks are going to win the tag team title. Am I wrong in that?
Well, I also didn't, I don't know, man, because TK, he be throwing curveballs. I didn't think freaking what was going to happen last night. 2 different title changes.
We're about to get to those two. I understand what you're saying, especially the next one we're about to talk about.
Exactly. So I don't know what to think with TK. You know, like TK would be throwing curveballs out there. If we don't hit it, we're striking out. And man, this guy's I don't know. You know,
but if they're going to do something like this, I would have liked to have seen the Rascals, who were brand new there, get a little bit of a pub against FTR, even though they're going to lose. I would like to see Private Party making their triumphant return. Let them show that they're going to invest in Private Party a little bit more. They stole the show. Let them get the win. Let them go after the titles real quick. And even in a losing effort to FTR, I would have much rather seen one of those, and then the Young Bucks can come back and do their thing. I really wish we could have seen one of the younger tag teams kind of come up, in a very similar instance that we talked about, at WWE in the Elimination Chamber. So, just my 2 cents on it.
No.
But as you mentioned, holy crap, what a curveball from TK. After only 11 days, Tommaso Ciampa is no longer your TNT champion, and the proto star, Kyle Fletcher, is now a 2-time, I think, maybe 3, is now again the TNT champion, defeating Tommaso Ciampa in a freaking amazing match, first and foremost. And if it doesn't get an 8.5 to 9 on Stampede's rating, I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Was this the right call to pull the belt off of Ciampa after only 11 days, EC?
Right call for a shock if that's what you're going for, the shock aspect of it, absolutely. I can't say that I would have seen that coming. So I would assume that this becomes like a back and forth feud, right?
I would hope so. I'd love to see that match again.
They definitely have the ingredients to make that work.
I mean, who doesn't want to see Triple H and Randy Orton go at it? I mean,
where's our truth?
That's what's up. Sped, I know much like me, I know when you were watching it, you enjoyed the hell out of the match. Yeah. Was it the right call? And where does Ciampa go from here?
If you give the title to the Don Callis family, it's always the right call. Okay, unless you're Okada for some reason because he loses his damn title at the airport. Okay, but I agree with this. You give the title to Kyle Fletcher. You give the title to the kid that could run it. We could get another match with this. He can get the title back, run it. Have another feud going on there. I like Fletcher. Fletcher is so damn talented. Ciampa looked like he blew his back out in this second picture right here, the first one underneath me, right here where he's doing on the steps. So he looked like he blew his back out when he landed because he said, But that's what I'm saying. Need a title? Better call on Don. You put the title on anyone in Don Callis family, you got gold automatically. Don Callis knows how to turn them into gold. Okay.
So do you think TK put the title on Ciampa to answer Mike's question is just a screw you to WWE? We got Ciampa here, and now we're going to give him a title right away?
No,
you think it's just kind of big, or why put the belt on Ciampa in the first place?
Because he does shit like this. This is what TK does, folks. He comes out here and goes, listen, you guys thought I was going to do this, right? You got, hey, Tommaso Ciampa just got signed and just won the title. You guys think he's going to cakewalk freaking Kyle Fletcher. Curveball, bitch. He wins the title. Talking about Fletcher. Yeah.
I don't think that man's smart enough to figure all that out, but sure.
Stampede thinks there's more layers to it. I mean, It wouldn't shock me if Mark Briscoe gets involved again because I know Mark Briscoe is the one that took it from Kyle. And maybe we get a triple threat at some time with Kyle, Mark, and Tommaso. I think that could be another layer to the story too. So I mean, there's a lot of going on.
How great has Mark Briscoe been since he went singles? I understand the circumstances and everything. I get it.
Yeah, we get it.
But cheese and crackers, guys. Mark Briscoe went from, oh, you're only going to be a tag team guy to a TNT champion, a singles. Like when we talk about the TNT championship, we're not talking about freaking the United States championship. We're talking about an actual number 3, title.
Is that confirmed, Isaiah? Cool. Holy crap.
Oh, wow.
Be nice, though.
That'd be cool.
And again, in another shocking twist, you saw it on the thumbnail. If you're watching this on YouTube, you saw it at the beginning of the show. It is official. We talked about being toxic earlier, being a bad thing, but in this instance, AEW is going toxic. And Sped, as well as you since this happened, I've been happy. I'm a huge Tekla fan. AEW has gone toxic. Tekla wins the AEW Women's Championship in a hell of a strap match against Chris Statlander.
Beautiful, man.
As much as I love Statlander, I'm a huge Tekla fan. Have been ever since she came in the entire Triangle of Madness. EC, what'd you think of this match?
It's the right move, but every hit with the strap was like hitting me. I don't like it. My stat daddy lost. I'm heartbroken.
Thank you, Stampede. I missed this when you put it out there first. The Fletcher and Ciampa 9.15. Thank you. Sorry, continue. I had to bring that back up.
I'm just saying it's the right move. I'm just heartbroken.
Yeah, and I mean these two women beat the shit out of each other with that strap too. I mean, there were strap shots to the face. I don't know if it was meant to hit you in the face, but good Lord. Statlander got busted open. Sped, what'd you think of the match?
Great match. Oh, man, a little higher than what Stampede gave it. He gave 8.85. I gave it a 9, easy. This was one of those poetic matches. First off, how strong is Tekla's legs? She freaking did a suplex, the spider suplex, the widow suplex or whatever, where her legs lock and then she from the top rope. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Boom. Drops her. How strong is her damn legs? All right. Second, I think this is the best damn women's championship design out there. Love the way the AEW Women's World Championship looks. And third, this was 100% the right call. Right? You got. She's going to need some time off here. So she's about to be over in Eve here in a couple of weeks, defending the Eve International Championship. She's been running it all over the world. I think she was in a Eve tournament last year as well. Yeah. She's been running it, so she needs some time off. This was the right move to make because Tekla is a bad shut your mouth, because look what she can do. She runs it. And yeah, you're right. This was toxic. We started with toxic. We're going to end with toxic. And then, right in the Stampede.
in a whole different genre of toxic. We talked about at the beginning being toxic, being bad with Kit Wilson. This is definitely the best kind of toxic that you can be.
Yep.
Love seeing it. Love all of the Triangle of Madness together. Definitely love every bit of this. On the Twitter post of the week, I did a little bit of edit. Is there one Twitter post of the week or two?
There's 2.
Okay. Well, never mind. All right. Before we get to that, though, it is time for everybody's favorite segment, Stampede's World of Wrestling, as we take you around the world in top 3. Take it away, Stampede.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Stampede here with another jam-packed week of wrestling from all over the globe. So let's not waste any time. Jump right into it. Your top 5 matches of the week. Coming in at number 5, we have Rambo defending the GWF World title against Andrade El Idolo. Andrade was victorious in this one, so he picks up a title. since he came back to AEW. Could be the first of many. Who knows? Find out later this week. Coming in next from AEW, we have Tommaso Ciampa defending his recently won TNT title against Roderick Strong and Claudio Castagnoli. That was in a three-way match that was over on Collision this past weekend. Next up, from Monday Night Raw, the WWE Women's World title was put on the line in a Philadelphia street fight. Stephanie Vaquer successfully defended her title against Raquel Rodriguez. If you haven't seen that match, make sure you go see it, same as the first two that I mentioned. Coming in next, a name that we've already heard. Andrade El Idolo makes his second appearance in his match with Kenny Omega from last week's Dynamite. That catapulted him to a match at Grand Slam this week against Hangman Page, which we'll get to in a little bit, for a number one contenders match to go up against MJF at Revolution. Your number one match of the week comes from the world of Stardom. This is a match that I hyped up and it more than delivered. Saya Kamitani defending her World of Stardom Championship against Starlight Kid. Just an amazing match. I believe Saya broke 2 fingers early on in that match, and she continued on at a very, very high level for the remaining of the match. So hats off to her. Great job. Your men's wrestler of the week, you heard him twice already. You're going to hear him again. Andrade El Idolo. He's been tearing it up in 2026. So if you loved him in WWE, keep following him in all the places that you're going to see him pop up now. Your women's wrestler of the week, we just mentioned her, Saya Kamitani. She defended her World of Stardom title against Starlight Kid. And your tag team of the week, going to jump over to WWE and Raiho, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. They've been killing it since they won those titles, so keep up the great work there. Busy, busy, busy weekend coming up too. Starting on Friday, we got SmackDown. Quick rundown of the card: Ray Phoenix versus Trick Williams. Jade Cargill, finally, after 100 and some days, puts her title on the line against Jordynne Grace. The women's tag team title match, Riho is putting their titles on the line against Lash Legend and Nia Jax. We have a non-title Elimination Chamber qualifying triple threat match. This one here is going to pit Zelina against Alexa Bliss against Julia, and then we have one over on the men's side. We have Sami Zayn going up against Cody Rhodes, going up against Jacob Fatu. The winner of those goes into the Elimination Chamber. Also coming up in TNA, we have No Surrender this weekend. Shannon Lorenzo will put his international title on the line against Trey McGill. We have an 8-man tag team match, the Hardys versus Order 4. Eddie Edwards and Nick Nemeth are taking on Leon Slater and Mike Santana, and the TNA Knockouts World title is on the line as Li Ying Li defends against Ariana Grace. And we're going to finish up this Saturday in Australia for AEW's Grand Slam. Big card. Jon Moxley defends his Continental title against Konosuke Takeshita. We got a mixed tornado tag match. Orange Cassidy, Tony Storm versus Marina Shafir and Wheeler Yuta. Somebody's losing their hair in that one. That is a hair match. We have the AEW Women's World title on the line. Babes of Wrath defending against Mega Bad, consisting of Mega Bane and Penelope Ford. The AEW World title number one contenders match, as I mentioned earlier, Andrade El Idolo going up against Adam Page. And we have the world title on the line as well. MJF is defending against Brody King. So jam-packed last week, jam-packed coming up for the next week. Lots and lots and lots to enjoy from all over the globe. Speaking of lots to enjoy, I'm going to send you back to Sped, and I'm going to send you back to Mike.
Thank you so much, Stampede. Appreciate you always, every week, coming in and taking us around the world in the world of wrestling. That brings us to our Twitter post of the week. Take it away, Sped. You're on mute, everybody.
Sandman calling it quits, and he's facing the Invisible Man.
I mean, that may be the most appropriate match.
I know. This is the greatest way for him to go out. GCW presents Joey Janela's Spring Break. It's the last stand for the Sandman going up against the Invisible Man. I love it. What do you guys think?
I mean, I thought John Cena was retired already.
Ha!
I don't know. I'm surprised. I'm
Stampede.
surprised he's doing a GCW show. So
Stampede.
or Little Jimmy, yeah.
Little
Sorry, I
Jimmy.
forgot to bring the comments back up. There you go. It could be Little Jimmy as well. I guess he'd be grown up Big Jimmy now. But not Jimmy Uso, EC. So calm down. It's okay. It wasn't Jimmy Uso.
Well,
Different Jimmy.
I would love to see the Sandman beat him.
Mike, could they not book vacant? That's pretty good.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
No, I mean, look, the Sandman deserves to go out however the Sandman wants. If he wants to go out fighting an invisible dude, I'm here for it, man. That would
If
be
he gets drunk and does that, that'd be amazing.
I mean, we've seen people fight God. We've seen people, we did have somebody in the independents, John Cena apparently entered a Rumble on an independent show, the invisible version of John Cena, and threw a couple of guys out at the same time. So that was impressive too. So, I mean, if wrestling is fake, explain that. That's all I got to say.
Absolutely.
I love that.
And we have another one. Go ahead, Sped.
This is one of my favorites. Instead of having a bag over your head for your favorite team, go out and purchase a luchador mask from AEW and NFL because they just merged together. All right. I will be getting a Falcons one. All right. And if we suck, I will have stitching that will be able to go on and off that says we suck on it. Yeah, well, you know how it is. I gotta stay optimistic for like 2 weeks, and then I'm back into normal where I'm like, okay, we suck so bad that I just wish we had the Water Boy out there playing. So yeah, if you guys, what do you guys think of this? I think this is one of the better concepts. This beats the hell out of the WWE's concept with their championship belt. You can get the freaking luchador mask for probably $70 versus $500.
So I will take a couple of the points, pun intended, from Point Taken this Saturday, where you guys talk about it there. As long as they're in stock and as long as they're not trash, because if that's one of the masks, which I'm hoping it's not, that looks like garbage.
That's for the loser teams, the Browns, the Falcons, the Dolphins, the Jaguars, the loser teams, the Raiders. All right, the good ones. Watch, the Patriots will come out looking like El Grande Americano. And we're not talking OG. We're talking Ludwig Kaiser.
The real one.
I mean, that mask looks like you could find it in somebody's basement with some chains.
Buffalo Bill.
Well, no, it's the Jaguars. That's not the Buffalo Bills. It's a different team.
Oh.
I don't know. Go ahead, EC. Sorry, I walked all over you. What were you saying?
I had to intercept that Ludwig Kaiser comment because I don't know where that comes from.
And Sped says a lot of stuff all the time that I don't understand. I just kind of let it go. That's why I didn't mention it.
Being the OG. Omos is the OG one, man. Come on. We all know those games.
Anyway, as far as these masks are concerned, I could get with it, but we all know that somewhere they're going to stamp a giant AEW patch on this, and I ain't wearing it.
Yeah, on the back of the head, too. Watch.
Yeah.
Be like in some weird-ass position on the back of the head. Yeah.
Yeah. No. It ain't. It's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, I mean, look, Michael who is currently the champion of Point Taken Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, made this point. As long as the quality is there, and we've seen some of the masks that AEW has done in the past. Yeah, I'm not here for that. If they actually put some real money into it, which I'm hoping the NFL takes over production, and then they just kind of put AEW on it or something like that, I'm perfectly fine with that. But man, the quality's got to be there, especially if you're going to spend $50 to $70 on this mask. I don't want that.
No, I get that.
The hell he's holding there, I wouldn't pay $5 for that. The Jaguars on it, but still,
I was gonna say that's the one you get at Goodwill for 50 cents.
That looks like it belongs in Tony Khan's sex dungeon.
I swear to goodness.
That looks like a ski mask with tape on it.
It kind of does, actually. Yeah. That's a good point. Oh, gosh. All right. That brings us to the matchmaker of the week. Normally, Sped does this one. I'm actually going to take this one over because it is a special one built just for me. we heard over the weekend that Big E is retiring. And if you know Big E and you know me, there's two things that we love. We love a good wrestling match, and we love big, meaty men slapping meat. So in honor of Big E retiring and Black History Month, we have 4 big men. I'm not sure who that last guy is. You threw somebody in there that I didn't ask for, but I appreciate that.
Fred, he used to be
anyway, we have Big E, AJ Francis, Keith
partner.
Lee, and Fred Rocher in a huge match. Sped, I'll let you start off. Who you think wins and why?
Everybody knows who I'm going for.
You're
The
wrong.
greatest AJ in TNA, AJ Francis. Right? Going with it. All right? Got it. All right? And by the way, that dude used to be part of Titus O'Neil's group. You know,
He doesn't fit what I wanted. He's not a big meaty man slapping meat. He's just a regular sized man slapping meat.
Everybody's picking Big E. I'm going with the big man that knows how to do it. And that would be AJ Francis.
Here.
Don't speed past Isaiah and Lady Alpha going with limitless Keith Lee there.
Keith Lee. Wow. Yeah, that's good. I just hope he comes
PC,
back.
who you got?
Honest to God.
Let me just point out that the one he's going with is the only one that didn't win a championship in WWE. So
what?
Another terrible decision here. As far as Keith Lee goes, are we talking, or is there a certain era of Keith Lee we're going here?
Look, you're booking the match, so it's your version of Keith Lee that you want.
All right. Man, it's hard. I can't go against Big E. He's a former WWE champion. I want to go with Keith Lee because he was my boy in NXT, but yeah, I got to go with Big E.
So to be fair, I see what you said, Hor. So to be fair, it was originally supposed to be Big E, AJ Francis, Keith Lee, and Royce Keys. I guess Sped didn't like Royce Keys being in there still, so he put Frazier in there.
There's 4 from different. It's always been New Japan, TNA, AEW.
But I didn't want that. This one was mine. I didn't want that.
And change it. You can edit.
Anyway, we'll talk about it later. I'm as much as I love Keith Lee, I love Big E even more. Man, I can't. I got to go against Big E. I can't go against Big E. I got to go with the man who just retired. Unfortunately, made it official. He will no longer wrestle. Got to go with Big E. Hope everything is well. I know we'll still see him on screen. But yeah, definitely going with Big E here. All right, and that is the show. This is where we tell you where you can find us on socials. And before we get to the final word, Sped, tell them where they can find you, brother.
Just look me up, SP3DROCK4 on X. That's where I'm at now. And that's pretty much it. And then right here on Twitch, if you guys are here, hit that follow button. Be here Saturday, 3 o'clock, right there, point taken. 10 o'clock in the morning, Sundays for Good Morning IWC. And right here for the behind the scenes on for the run in right here.
No problem. You can find me at _Big Mike 27 on pretty much all socials. Search us on YouTube at _Big Mike 27 or the Running Wrestling Podcast. You can also check us out with this QR code right up here by my head. If you're not already on YouTube, scan that. It'll take you straight to the YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, hit the notification bell. We are on our way to 300 before WrestleMania. So make sure you are part of the Running Wrestling Podcast. And that brings us to, for the first time ever, the last word with EC.
Yeah, I'm new to this, so it kind of makes me nervous. But as far as things to address here, I see this way too much online, specifically Twitter. Funny enough, we've been talking about toxic all night. The toxicity towards women in wrestling. Too often I see people that once their favorites go against women that they've cheered for in the past. They are completely rude and obnoxious to these women that are now going against their favorites. And just a bunch of creepy behavior. It all needs to be cut out. These women are doing this job, in my opinion, better than the men. They are world-class athletes. Do better. Women's wrestling. We're out.